Welcome back to the podcast. Today, let's learn how to order like a pro.
Perfect. I'm ready to learn.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the Me Too English Club. In part 1, we successfully conquered the sizing trap and decoded the core coffee menu. Now that you have the basic foundation down, it's time to move on to part 2. Today, we are focusing on how to make your drink personal. Let's start with step 4, which I like to call the milk maze. When you order any drink with milk, the barista might look at you and ask, "What kind of milk would you like?"
Thanks, Emily. You know, when I first heard that question, I was actually quite surprised. I thought to myself, wait, isn't coffee just mixed with regular cow's milk? I didn't realize there were options.
That used to be the case years ago, Paul. But nowadays, coffee culture has evolved and there are so many different choices available at the counter. If you prefer traditional dairy, the standard options are usually whole milk or skim milk.
Ah, I see. Let me double check my understanding. Skim milk is the one that has had the fat removed, right? Like fat-free milk?
Exactly. It is a lighter option. But beyond dairy, a massive number of people now prefer non-dairy milk, which is also known as plant-based milk. The most common alternatives you'll find at almost any Starbucks are oat milk, soy milk, and almond milk.
Oh, oat milk. I see that everywhere on social media these days. It's incredibly popular right now because it's so creamy. Let's practice saying that together, listeners. Oat milk.
Perfect. Now, how do we actually put this into a sentence when ordering? If you want to substitute regular milk with an alternative, you simply add the phrase "with milk type, please" to the end of your order. Let's practice with Paul. With oat milk, please.
With oat milk, please. And here's a little financial tip for our listeners. Keep in mind that switching to a non-dairy alternative like oat milk or almond milk usually costs a little bit more money. They'll add a small extra charge to your bill.
That is a very practical point to remember, Paul. Always check the menu for those minor modifications. Now that your drink is fully customized, let's look down at the glass display case and talk about food. Starbucks doesn't just sell coffee. They have an incredible selection of pastries, such as flaky croissants and delicious muffins.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of bakery items. I absolutely love their chocolate muffin. If I wanted to order one, I would say, "Can I get a chocolate muffin, please?"
That is a flawless sentence, Paul. But as soon as the words leave your mouth, the staff will almost always follow up with a quick question. Would you like that warmed up?
Warmed up? When I first heard that, I had to stop and think. Does warmed up mean they're going to make it hot for me?
Precisely. It means they won't serve it to you straight out of the plastic wrapper or display case. Instead, they'll pop it into a small, high-speed oven for a few seconds so the chocolate gets all melty and delicious. Let's practice the pronunciation together. Repeat after me, everyone. Warmed up.
Warmed up. Okay, so if I'm in a hurry or if I prefer it to eat cold, how should I respond?
If you want it hot, you can say, "Yes, please, warmed up." But if you want to skip the oven, you can simply say, "No, that's fine." Let's practice that polite rejection. "No, that's fine."
No, that's fine. That's very easy to remember. But Emily, if I do say yes to having it warmed up, do I just stand there at the cash register and wait for it?
Good question. No, you don't wait at the register. Usually, the cashier will hand you your receipt, and then you walk over to the designated pickup area, the counter where the espresso machines are. They'll typically hand you your coffee first, and then you wait an extra minute or two for your food to finish baking.
Ah, got it. So the register is only for paying, and the pickup area is where the magic happens.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final step, step 6, which is famously known as the part that makes many people incredibly nervous, the name on the cup ritual. Before you pay, the staff will ask, "Can I get a name for your order?" or simply, "Name, please."
Oh, this is definitely the scariest part for me. My name is Paul, which is a very short and common English name, but because coffee shops are so noisy with the grinding beans and steaming milk, the baristas sometimes mishear me and write down Ball, Pole, or even Phil. Should I just spell it out for them right away?
Yes, that is a fantastic strategy, Paul. To avoid any confusion, it's an excellent idea to say your name and immediately follow it up by spelling it out clearly. For example, you can say, "My name is Paul." That's Paul. Let's try that together.
My name is Paul. That's P-A-U-L. That feels a lot more secure.
Wonderful. And let me share a little secret with our listeners. Honestly, don't sweat it if they still manage to spell your name incorrectly on the cup. It's a very common joke worldwide. The only reason they collect your name is so the barista can shout it out across the crowded room when your drink is finally ready at the pickup counter.
You're totally right, Emily. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the cup says Paul or Pool, as long as it has my iced coffee inside. I'll just keep my ears open, listen carefully for my name, and focus on my drink.
That is the perfect attitude to have. Look at you. You started this episode with coffee anxiety, and now you're completely ready to handle the entire Starbucks experience from start to finish.
I really am. Thank you so much, Emily. To all of our fantastic listeners out there, you are now fully equipped with the ultimate Starbucks survival guide. Go out there, practice your English, and enjoy your favorite coffee.
We are entering the home stretch of our Starbucks survival guide. Now let's talk about step 7, the actual checkout process and picking up your order. Once the barista has input your drink, customized your milk, and added your pastry, it's time to finalize the transaction. Right before you swipe your card or scan your app, they'll almost always ask you one crucial question: for here or to go?
Oh, I know this one. It's a classic fast food and coffee shop phrase. To go means I'm taking my items and leaving the store immediately. And for here means I plan to grab a table, sit down in the shop, and enjoy my coffee there.
Exactly, you nailed it. It's important to tell them accurately because in many regions, the tax rate might change, or they'll give you a real ceramic mug if you say for here.
Oh, wow, a real mug. I didn't know that. That's a great tip.
It really is nicer if you're staying to study. Now, after you pay, you walk over to the pickup area. This is where you need to keep your ears open. When your drink is fully prepared, the barista at the espresso bar will shout out your size, your drink, and the name you gave them. For instance, they might yell, "Grande latte for Paul."
And when I hear that, I step up confidently, grab my drink, and politely say, "Thank you." But Emily, what if I need a napkin because my hands are sticky, or I need a straw for an iced drink? Can I get napkins and straws right there at the pickup counter too?
Usually, no. The baristas are very busy making drinks, so you don't want to interrupt them just for a napkin. Instead, you should look around for a separate side counter. It's often called the condiment bar or service station. There, you can find a whole stash of napkins, straws, stir sticks, and extra packets of sugar or honey to finalize your drink exactly how you like it.
Ah, perfect. A self-service table. That makes things much quicker.
Now, let's tie everything we've learned in this entire series together. We're going to do a grand finale role play, a complete, full order from start to finish, including a customized coffee, a food item, and using a name. I'll be the staff member at the register, and Paul, you're our star guest. Let's read this slowly and naturally for our listeners. Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Hello. I'd like a tall hot latte with oat milk, please.
Sure thing, a tall hot latte with oat milk. Anything else to eat with that today?
Yes, one chocolate muffin, please.
You got it. Would you like that warmed up?
Yes, please. Warmed up.
Great choice. Can I get a name for the order?
My name is Paul. That's P-A-U-L.
Perfect. Thanks, Paul. Your total comes to $9. Will that be for here or to go?
To go, please.
Awesome. You can pay right here and we'll have that food and drink ready for you at the end of the counter. Fantastic job, Paul. You sounded completely confident and like a true native speaker. Now, listeners, it's your turn to practice a couple of the most common phrases we just used. Let's start with the question the staff will ask you. Repeat after Paul. Would you like that warmed up?
Would you like that warmed up?
Excellent. And now let's practice the perfect response if you want your pastry hot. Repeat after Paul. Yes, please. Warmed up.
Yes, please. Warmed up.
Terrific. You all are completely ready to handle a real-world transaction. Well, believe it or not, we have officially reached the very end of our 2-part Starbucks survival guide.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun and learning. Honestly, Emily, I feel so much better and way less anxious now. I finally know how to use my sizes like tall, how to ask for oat milk, and how to get my warmed up muffin without any awkward silences.
That is exactly the spirit, Paul. That's what we love to hear. Starbucks might seem intimidating at first, but it's actually a really fun, comfortable place once you understand their secret code.
It really is. Thank you so much for guiding me through it, Emily. Now we want to turn it over to our amazing listeners out there. What is your absolute favorite drink to order at Starbucks, and do you prefer it hot or iced? Let us know and share your thoughts in the comments section below.
Yes, we can't wait to read your responses. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Me Too English Club today. Remember to keep practicing your English just a little bit every single day, and we'll see you right here in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great coffee break.
Goodbye.